Gene LaRotonda. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 20 years, here we still are. But we're never going to forget, we're never going to give up, and we're never going to go away.
Hi, I'm Susan Serpa from Worcester, Massachusetts, home of the 1774 Revolution. I'm an active member of Boston 9/11 Truth and have supported architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth for many years. 9/11 changed everything, pitched the world into endless wars. Once the masses understand the massive lie, they will no longer allow unjust wars and unlawful infringements on our rights. Question. Look at the evidence. It affects us all and all future generations. Thank you for joining us.
Michael Grillo here. I was born in Queens, New York. I was raised in Jersey. And I'll be here at home in Eugene, Oregon on 9/11. 9/11 still matters 20 years later because truth matters. And the truth about the crime of the century sure as hell matters. Don't give up. Be courageous. Ask questions. Peace.
Hello. My name is Michael Atkinson. I'm a veteran of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and I'd like to say that learning about and sharing 9/11 truth is important because we need to expose false flag operations and deceptions that have been used for wars of aggression and tyranny at home. We need justice for the crimes of 9/11 and a return to the rule of law.
Hi, my name is Julia Pasisi, and I am a mom and a wife and a nurse living in Washington State. I support 9/11 Truth, and I feel strongly that 9/11 is still very relevant today because thousands and thousands of people have continued to die from 9/11 related illness, and we still don't even have a full and complete explanation for exactly how the Twin Towers and Building 7 came down from the US government. Thank you.
Howdy, friends. My name is Lawrence Fine. I live in Hudson, Massachusetts. I'll be in downtown Hudson on 9/11 displaying 9/11 related graphics. My bottom line is that the lies, the official story, is unacceptable. It's total fabrication, and that the truth, all the truth of the events that occurred on that day need to be revealed.
Hi, I'm Deb. I live in New York, and I'll be at Ground Zero at the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Why? Because there's a palpable call to follow my conscience, that thing that leads towards truth and justice. And as with other historical calls for justice, the abolitionist movement, for example, they didn't give up after 20 years. So we will continue until truth and peace are embraced by everybody. See you there, or let us know what you're planning in your area. Thanks, bye.
Hello, my name is Sander Hicks. I am a 9/11 researcher and author here in New York City, and I am currently a volunteer with the Lawyers Committee for 9/11 Inquiry as a researcher. And on the 20th anniversary of 9/11, I think it's important to be outspoken about the continuing need for legal action, for new investigations, to go up against the right-wing capitalist corporate media cover-up, and to stand for lefty democratic action against the falsities of the war on terror. So I will be in New York City participating in the 20th anniversary actions as a political activist and a peace activist. Thank you.
Greetings from Islamabad, Pakistan. My name is Captain Dan Hanley. I'm the Director and International Public Spokesperson for 9/11 Pilot Whistleblowers. Sorry I can't be with you today in New York. I wish I was there. I'm there in heart and spirit. Good luck to all of you and what you're doing, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hey, Bob Jenkins. I was on the 39th floor of the World Trade Center on 9/11 when the first plane hit the building. No joke. Conspiracy theorists, people think they're a little crazy. The 20th anniversary will be this September. A lot of people are going to get back together and meet. I highly encourage you to come on down. Interesting, just two quick side notes here, just two. One, I heard a woman specifically yell, quote, "There's been an explosion in the mechanical room on the 42nd floor." Number two, most people I talk to have no idea and have never heard of Building 7. Why is that? How the hell did Building 7 come down? Why did it come down that looks like a controlled demolition? And nobody knows about it. So I highly encourage you, spend the time, get to New York, 20th anniversary. We're starting to uncover all the bullshit with Fauci and the things that are going on here. Let's uncover the truth about 9/11. It's about time. Semper Fi.
I'm Bill Floyd from Chester, South Carolina. I will commemorate 9/11 from home, remembering the almost 3,000 people who were murdered that day and the families they left behind. 9/11 truth still matters because the perpetual war machine that carried out that attack is still in power today.
My name is Alfred Magalat. I'm from Groton, Massachusetts. I've been a member of the Boston 9/11 Truth Group since 2006. The reasons 9/11 are important to me is that there's no statute of limitations on mass murder. None of the perpetrators have been brought to justice and accountability. The 4.4 trillion taken from the American taxpayer for unnecessary wars in Iraq and in Afghanistan, 1.2 million dead, intelligence services engaging in massive scale collection of individual private communications in violation of the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution, indefinite detention and assassination of Americans are now permitted without change or trial. This is an ongoing problem that has to be resolved before we will ever have justice in this country. And I continue to work for the truth movement. Thank you.
My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a software developer from Chicago, Illinois. On September 11, 2021, I will be meeting up with some great people, truthers. We are gathering outside the new World Trade Center in New York City to spread the truth about what happened on 9/11 and our government's refusal to examine the evidence. We will be spreading the truth because the mass media will be spreading lies. The 9/11 Truth Movement still matters 20 years after the crime because there is no statute of limitations for murder. This year, when you hear never forget that our government failed to properly investigate the murder of 4,000 Americans. I hope to see you there.
Hi, I'm Morgan Nolan, and this anniversary I'll volunteer with the 9/11 Truth Action Project in New York City. I really want to be around people that live with 9/11 truth so we can share stories and our right to exist in New York or your community. Come on out so we can show the world we're still here and our message is more important than ever.
Ross here at Ground Zero. 35 years ago I moved to New York. That's a full 5 years longer than the tower stood. This anniversary, when we come to Ground Zero, let's not forget to remind people of the eternal nature of 9/11 Truth, which is that eventually it will be known for its iconic towers and the truthers like us who relentlessly pursued the truth. Let's not forget to remind them of the desecration of the day, which is the official story that 19 Muslim hijackers with box cutters and 2 planes took down 3 of the world's strongest buildings. So don't be caught behind your computer screen this 9/11 anniversary. Be here to remind people that 9/11 will be known for the truth and not its lies.
Hey guys, this is Max from Niles, Illinois and Zagreb, Croatia. And I have to confess, I smoked the official story of 9/11 for full 10 years. But thanks to people who cared, who showed me through YouTube videos, footage, and interviews never shown on the mainstream TV, I was able to experience awakening. My awakening was some type of an open type. I just needed more input. I felt like that robot in a movie Short Circuit.
Input. More input.
Guys, once you're awake, you can smell bullshit more than miles away. See ya.
As the 20th anniversary of that fateful September morning approaches, how will you remember and honor the fallen? I invite you to research World Trade Center Building 7. Trade Center 7 was the 3rd tower that fell on 9/11. It did so later in the afternoon to little media fanfare, and it did so inexplicably. It collapsed suddenly, symmetrically, in free fall, right down through the path of greatest structural resistance into its own footprint. Trade Center 7 was not hit by any plane. After 20 years of war based on the events of 9/11, we owe it to the first responders on the scene there and to the men and women of our armed forces that have been fighting these wars for the past 20 years to learn the truth. Research World Trade Center Building 7. I thank you.
Hello from the team at Firefighters for 9/11 Truth. On the 20th anniversary, we at Firefighters for 9/11 Truth shall be remembering the bravery of our 343 brothers who we lost on 9/11. We continue to expose the reality, the facts, and the truth of what actually happened on that day in honour of them. As firefighters, we know what you are being told, especially what you are being told about the 3rd tower to fail on 9/11, blamed on normal office fires, is not only incorrect, it's actually impossible. Fire Commissioner Joyer said it as it is.
The American public has not been told the complete truth. People lie, but the facts don't. All the American people want now is the truth based on the facts.
People lie, but the facts don't. For a professional firefighter's in-depth analysis, watch our film, Calling Out Bravo 7, available for free at firefightersfor911truth.org.
Hi, I'm Fran Schur, and I'm here with part of our Colorado 911truth.org group. We are here to each one of us tell you a little something about the 20th anniversary about 9/11. On 9/11, we will be thinking about the families of the victims of 9/11 and how they never got their questions answered. We'll be thinking about the firefighters and the other first responders who died as they rushed to help the situation and as they are now dying from the toxic air. We'll be thinking about the soldiers who rushed off patriotically to fight for our country and who were killed or wounded and their families. And we'll be thinking about the millions of people in the Middle Eastern countries who were murdered by our wars on the Middle East and tortured and made refugees. So 9/11 actually changed our whole world. And we're all be commemorating 9/11 because of these reasons.
One of the questions I get asked a lot is, why am I still involved with 9/11 after all these years? And the answer I give people is 9/11 wasn't an event in the past, it was a turning point. And it's used even today as a rationale for one atrocity after another. So it's something that doesn't go away, it hasn't gone away, and it's important to understand what 9/11 was all about in order to understand what's happening in the world today. So I'm still at it, and I'm doing my bit whether anybody's listening or not, and hopefully I'm throwing it out there, and hopefully it gets to where it needs to go.
I'm Bob May. I live here in Denver for the last 12 years, and I've been involved pretty much since I arrived here through this group. And if you look at the videos that everybody has seen, you can tell that the buildings did not collapse on their own. They were demolished through series or sequential explosives. It's very easy to see if you just look for it. And since that is the reality, and what we've heard from the government and the so-called experts denying that, it just makes me want to work even harder to spread the news.
Hi, I'm Don Plummer. I live in Grand Junction, Colorado. 20 years of deception and cover-up signifies to me just how completely dominant and powerful the ruling class is. A lot of people tell me there's more important things to focus on besides 9/11, the environment, racial and social injustices, the banking system, etc. But I contend those issues can't be resolved without humanity moving towards love and compassion for oneself and others. And from all appearances, the ruling class has no compassion or love for their fellow human beings. I remain active as I see exposing 9/11 for what it is, as a linchpin to effecting positive change. Thank you.
I'm Dorothy Lorig. I live in Paonia in western Colorado. 20 years later, I'm still involved with 9/11 Truth because I believe that life, truth, love, and courage are four of the highest human qualities, and 9/11 is addressed. 9/11 Truth is addressed by all four of those. It simply we simply have to keep going with this. There's no statute of limitation on murders, and there are so many people who are depending on us to speak truth to power and to fight the good fight on their behalf.
Hi, I'm Marty Hopper. I live in Boulder, Colorado, and have been involved with Colorado 9/11 Truth for the past 15 years. I appeared with others here on the Experts Speak Out video at the end segment, Psychologists Speak Out. I am a psychologist, and we talked about then, and I still believe today, that the two greatest barriers we have to breaking through with 9/11 are corporate media and also people's beliefs. And those are very huge barriers. They still exist today. But I think we still need to work through those. I also feel that my understanding of those barriers through the 9/11 Truth movement has really informed everything I've done for the past year and a half in understanding our current situation. I see how this all ties together, and how important it is to continue the work to find and expose what is happening in our world.
So I want to add that obviously we do not live in an honest world. The 9/11 Commission, the NIST investigation were all dishonest. They were fraudulent. And I want to congratulate all of us in the 9/11 Truth movement, but also especially Lawyers Committee for a 9/11 inquiry, and architects and engineers They're working together to help make this an honest world and help get the truth out about 9/11.
We're just thankful to be part of a group of 9/11 Truth advocates that are persevering after all these years.
And we're in it for the long haul. It doesn't stop at 20.